Hello, everybody. I'm Pranav, the CEO and founder of the Intraday Expert, and today we are going to cover another important topic called who will not succeed in intraday trading. Right? So, although I'm not God to tell who is going to succeed and who's not going to succeed, I have spoken to more than 1,700 traders in the last few years, and with my own experience, I have come across certain behavioral traits that let us know that if you have these kind of traits, then you will definitely not succeed in intraday trading. So without further ado, let's get in and understand what are these traits and who should not be trading. Right, so this is a very important video, because if you are in a situation in any of these situations and if you are trading, then there is a very high chance that you will not succeed in trading. Right, so to start with, let's go with the first one. So if you're in any one of the following conditions, then abstain yourself from trading at any cost, right? So stop trading, reanalyze, and upskill yourself or bring up the capital or whatever that is required, prepare yourself, and then come back to trading, right? So the first one is one of the very underrated issue, right? It's undercapitalization. So the moment people have like 50,000 or 60,000 rupees in their bank account that is excess, or maybe sometimes it's not even excess, the moment they have that much amount of money, they start thinking that, okay, they can start trading. Of course, you can start trading with this much amount of capital, but it is not sufficient for you to succeed in trading, because when you start trading and when you start learning in the live market, you are bound to make a few mistakes, right? So if you don't have minimum of at least 5 lakhs capital in today's date, then you should stop yourself from trading, right? So the second one is you don't have a primary source of income itself. You don't have a stable source, right? So it might not be stable sometimes. If you have a really good business that is running, that is totally fine. But if you don't have any sources of income, and if you are planning that, okay, I lost my job, let me start trading with the capital that I have, then it's a very bad idea. Because once you start doing that, there's a lot of pressure on your monthly expenses. You will think that, okay, let me invest whatever capital that I have, and whatever I'm going to earn, I'm going to use in this month's expenses. But however, trading is a long-term game, and you have to look at trading results on a minimum of a quarterly basis, which means you cannot rely on its income on a month-on-month basis, right? So if you don't have a primary stable source of income or a passive source of income, then don't even think about trading. First, upskill yourself and get yourself a proper job, or probably build a business of your own, and then parallelly start trading, right? So the next one is, very important again. So if you don't have 6 months worth of your emergency funds, right, in liquid form. So what does it mean? Let's say you have a monthly expense of 30,000 rupees or 50,000 rupees, right? Or maybe your monthly expenses is approximately around 1 lakh rupees, right? So make sure that you have 6 lakhs in your bank account that is in liquid form that you can access at any given point of time, right? So within the next 24 hours, you must be capable of getting back this cash so that you can use it for your monthly expenses. So if you have this, you can automatically see the difference in your psychology, because you will have a lot more confidence. And the second thing is health insurance. A lot of people ignore health insurance because they don't really understand the benefits of it, right? So let me give you a small example. So tomorrow, let's say there's a family with 2 kids, a husband and wife, and if the husband goes through a major accident, and if he does not have enough funds in his bank account, then who's going to pay the hospital bills, right? So instead, if you pay the insurance a smaller premium, then you'll be covered for a larger amount, and this will take care of your hospitalization expenses or medical expenses. So that is the reason it's very important that you and your family is totally covered by a health insurance. The third is a life insurance. So what is a life insurance or a term insurance? Basically, in case of the death of the major earning member of the family, in that case, the insurance company is going to compensate the family with a certain amount of money that they are insured for, so that the family can recoup from the major loss that they have gone through, right? So if you have any debts in your name, or maybe if you don't have other sources of income apart from your active income, then it is highly recommended that you have a life insurance. So to help you with insurance, Zerodha is actually doing a very good job here. So you can go and approach Ditto company, which is doing, free advice and without any strings attached, right? So that is a major tip. Next, if you consider that stock market is a money making machine and that you can double your money every other month, then please don't come into trading, right? So after speaking to so many traders, and a lot of people come into the market thinking that they can make a lot of money just by having a small capital. They come with capitals of 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs, and they want to make another 60,000-70,000 per month. How is that even possible? It is humanly impossible to do that month on month, right? So it's definitely not possible. Stock market is there to give you money, yes, only if you do the things in the right way. And you need to have realistic expectations, right? If you are putting it in mutual funds, the returns you're going to get is different. The one you get in stock equity markets is different, and the time frame horizon is different. And when you do intraday trading, the returns are different. It can be asymmetrically different depending on the system that you deploy and the performance of that specific system. So please don't think that stock market is a money making machine, but rather it is again a business or a profession. It's a profession just like any other business. So right, so have realistic expectations about it, right? If you are planning to trade by borrowing money from anybody, then that's the biggest mistake you can again do. Never borrow money for trading in the Indian stock market or any other stock market for that matter. Or don't take loans, don't raise loans. A lot of people have lost their livelihoods from this. So don't ever plan to borrow money from somebody to trade, or don't take a loan. By doing so, you're putting yourself in a very, very, very bad situation. Don't think that one day you make a profit. Oh, continuously you might have a 5-day winning streak in the start, but that is not going to end forever. You're going to have a losing streak. And if your system is not proper, then you might end up in very, very big losses, or probably you can end up losing your entire capital. Who knows? So only trade with the capital that you can afford to lose, right? So I'm repeating that again, only trade with money that you can afford to lose. Only then your mind will be clear and you will be able to perform well and develop the skill. If you're trading with a lot of loans and EMIs on top of your head, then trust me, you're going to be in a lot of hell, right? So don't borrow money. And again, patience. You need a lot of patience to learn and practice the skill required, right? So as Bruce Lee says, it's not the man who knows 1,000 different kicks, but it's the man who has practiced one kick 1,000 times that he fears, right? So you need to keep doing the same thing again and again and again, taking feedback, identify what is wrong, and come back to make sure that the system becomes better and better with respect to performance. And if this has to be done, then you will have to have extra capital in your hand until you develop that skill for yourself. So if you do not have the patience to learn and practice the skill, then don't think about even entering the markets. So if you don't fall into any of these categories and still struggling to get results from the stock markets, or maybe you have some understanding issues, you probably don't know what the stock market is and how it works, then I have given a link in the description below. Go ahead and get started for free, get an understanding of what the stock market is. And if you are still struggling to get results, you're probably an experienced trader, and if you're still struggling to get results, then I would highly recommend that click on the link in the description below, and we will talk to you one-on-one and understand what exactly is your situation and if we can help you genuinely or not, right? So we will do a honest analysis of your situation, and we will let you know if you are actually good to go or not. And if you are really good to go and you still want some help from us, we are happy to do so. So click on the link in the description and get started. So that is all for today's live, and I'm going to see you again. Thank you so much.